Hey friends, what's going on? It's your buddy Keith here at Essex Recording Studios. We've hit 10,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, millions of views, and I said I was going to do something special when we hit 10K. So without further ado, this is our 2-year update from when we've moved into the studio. We did a video walkthrough of the studio. Apologize about the wind, but we'll be inside in just a second. But yeah, 2 years ago, we did a video walkthrough of our studio when we first moved in. It was totally empty. Now you're gonna see it completely full of stuff. Our building is the old Standard House. It's a newspaper building. This has been a media building for about 120 years. 40 years ago, the Daily Mail Group bought this building and turned it into about 17 radio stations. Now we've got a law firm upstairs, and downstairs we're the studio. We're directly opposite South End Central train station, about 40 minutes outside of London. So let's hop in, we're gonna buzz in, meet Paula, our receptionist, and give you the whole tour, guys. All right, so there's our name on the plaque. We've got some cool bits in the window. Our Jackson, gotta have a Jackson out on display. I love Jacksons. We got Bessie the cow over here. And let's go buzz in.
Hi, Kate.
Hey, Paula. Awesome. All right, so this is our lobby and reception. There's Bessie that we were talking about. Hey, Paula. Paula's our wonderful receptionist. She keeps everything in order here, keeps the wheels on the...
Welcome.
Yes, hello. All right, and yeah, there's us on the marquee. Not too bad. All right, we'll go leave the lobby, walk through the ground floor here. So in here is a conference room. We can use this to do any super big deals that need to be done. Lots of seating, and yeah, even a projector and a Bose sound system. So we leave there. Got some really nice bathrooms. The bathrooms are all remodeled. Super nice for a recording studio, I would say. Cleaners in every day. Don't have to worry about any COVID stuff. It's been brilliant. And this brings us, actually, I'll show you our parking lot. So out here, we've got our own secure car park with a barrier. There's the studio's Bentley Mulsanne. We use that to pick up our clients when they need rides from the airport or anywhere else, really. And now we come down and you get to see where all the magic happens. So this is the staircase. And you'll see that we've got a lot of like concert posters from South End. All these legacy acts that have played over the years. The Smiths, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. A good friend of ours, Mark Sefton, he actually painted this insane Abbey Road portrait on actual Victorian British window panes. It's really cool. It's a real highlight piece. Everybody falls in love with it when they first walk in. And coming down the staircase here, you'll see more South End tour posters. Little fact that a lot of people don't know, AC/DC, their album cover for Let There Be Rock, it was also a movie, a video. That picture, there's old Angus on stage, that is taken in Southend-on-Sea, right here in town at the Cursal on stage. We come through, we've got a little newspaper clipping of a Zeppelin raid that when the Germans hit us, World War I, here in Southend. They couldn't make it to London, they had to bomb something, so we're the ones that got hit. And then we've got some old, beautiful South End brochures, because this was a serious holiday seaside resort town. A lot of people from London would come in over the summer, hang out. We come through, we've got the old newsroom in here. The old newsroom's locked up right now. It's used for storage. Again, more nice toilet facilities, a little kitchen. You can tell we like our coffee. Gotta get the intern to clean up those mugs. And then going downstairs, we've got, we can hear a little bit of what's going on. I think Mark's mastering a cool track. We can hear it through the hallways. Got the doors open for everyone to enjoy. As we come down through here, I didn't tidy up. I wanted you to see it all in the raw, real deal format when you walk in on any given moment of any given day. So we've got these really cool atom bomb garbage cans, rubbish bins throughout the studio. They're all different colors. So this is a room we're transforming. We've got some stuff coming out of it, but You can see we've got the largest guitar collection in the country, and this is just a fraction of it. Hiding over there, you'll see some, I'll walk over here, you'll see some wooden floorboards right there. I bought that at an auction. Those come from Latham Hall. That is the stage floor that the Beatles played their very first show on. And they played 11 shows in total on that stage. John Lennon broke his hand punching a dude. And it just has incredible history, and we love our history. Volkswagen bus fridge had to be done. Absolutely had to be done. And we walk out of this room. Now, this facility is super cool. Like I said, 41 years ago, this was built. So this floor did not exist in 1980. 1981, the Daily Mail spent about £2 million. At the time, I mean, maybe around $3.5 million back then on the exchange rate. And you'll see that the floor actually rises up. There's an incline. And that's because the flooring is on London bus springs, packed full of sand. So actually the floor has a suspension to avoid vibrations. And that's because we're right next to that train station and right next to that road. So as we come in through here, more artwork from Mark Sefton. We've got, that's another one of his paintings. We love these guitar grips. These are handmade in Detroit. We've got them all over the studio. And just walk it through here. Hey Mark, what's going on, man?
Hey dude.
Hey, how you doing? So Mark is mastering over here. What have you been working on lately, man?
Yeah, just working on a track with Full Circle, which is an up-and-coming UK garage act. So sort of mixing them down at the moment and mastering them. So yeah, no, sounding good.
Very cool, dude. And what's a favorite bit of kit that you've got here? I know you got a lot of cool specialist little
I'd
bits and
say
bobs.
Probably this beast here, the SPO Iron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that thing's it just sounds amazing, basically. Yeah.
And what are we monitoring on? What do we got here?
Opals.
Opals.
So, yeah. So yeah, no, it's nice. Get good sound. Yeah, loads of people come through, sort of Zala, like some big names. So,
Yeah, man.
good stuff.
Very exciting. All right, the tour continues.
See you later.
All right. We try to vibe it out with a lot of cool furniture. We've got a lot of Timothy Alton stuff. Great designer we love. We've got the Gibson coffee table. And going up here, good friends with Joel over at Marshall. We came up with this idea to take the ventilation grills and make them look like Marshall speaker cabinets. So we've got that going on. I'm going to give you a little peek in my office too. The office is a constant use. All right, so we've got our sign up there, the Timothy Alton desk. You can't see it right now, I got some mail, but we got this cassette coffee table, the power desk. I found this bad boy on eBay. It's from like 1890. And everyone gets a kick out of the big Samsung curved screen. So we've got that. The big screen, man, watch a lot of football on this thing. This one's a 72-inch one. And then through here, I was telling you about how the Daily Mail, when they bought this, they spent about 2 million British pounds sterling carving out the basement. Well, you can see all the construction. This is the ventilation that they brought in all the way from upstairs. And if you look, I'm standing on top of the control room ceiling right here. You can see where the floor, look at where my foot is. See that? See how that doesn't touch the wall? The ceiling doesn't touch the wall? All of these studios here are buildings within a building. None of the walls touch. You have perfect isolation. You've got springs on all the ventilation. There's not a peep, not a vibration, not a knock, nothing when you're recording down here. And as you can see, the guitar collection continues. We do have the largest guitar collection in the UK, I think all of Europe as well. So, heading back down, got this guitar, this was signed by Zakk Wylde, big fan of Zakk's. And just get back to the music over here. All right. Walking through over here. Got some cool vibey bits. Got lots of amps and cabs everywhere. Another Mark Sefton piece. This is a cool piece. This is a Ross Halflin. Halflin? I can never remember his last name, say it right. But this came out of his house. He took this photo And his son managed a band called Savage Messiah, and their guitarist Sam got to handpick this photo out of Ross's house, and we got it. How cool is that? All right, let's go pop in and say hi to Tommy and Chris over here in the production room. What's up, guys? How we doing? With the music real fast, turn it down for a second so we can talk. Yeah, just giving everybody a tour, an update 2022. And when we did our first video, this was totally dead and totally empty. And Chris, you actually used to work here for a long time.
Sometime, yeah, when it was radio stations.
Yeah, back when it was radio stations, man. And now,
Just producer, doing my thing.
yeah, doing some awesome stuff. And Tommy's an artist that's been working with Chris, working here in the studio for quite some time.
Hi.
What's going on, man? How have you liked being here over the... I mean, you saw it again when it was empty 2 years
I
ago.
came down here when it was empty, and I was like, what is going to happen here? And then this happened, and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And made an album, EP, and I keep making stuff down here.
Yeah, man. Tommy, you can find him on Instagram. It's at TommyMusicIsDead.
That is correct.
All right, I'm going to hop out. I don't know if the music is... I don't want it to clip the YouTube video and have it get cut out. You know what happens when YouTube hates having all that music in the background.
They'll kill you.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to walk and crack on. Going through... And, yeah, I'm just worried about... I didn't think about that when I made this video. YouTube and all the social media apps are, like, really against having music in the background when you do videos. So hopefully we don't get dinged for that. But this is, going back to when this was a radio station, you can see into every room. There's Tommy over there through the windows. Mark's hiding behind that window. Our control room's there. Our vocal booth and cab room's there. You can see that this was like the central production room from when this was a radio station. Mic live, phone, all those cool radio bits. And here is usually, this is kind of like an everything room. We record drums in here. We have rehearsals in here. Lately, we've been doing a lot of songwriting, a lot of production work in here. Just took some monitors out. We're upgrading and getting a proper desk, kind of like what Chris is using in there. We're going to get that in here. Got a little bit of artwork from the good old friends Piston. This was nice. This is something nice they sent to us. 2 Essex Recording Studios. Thank you for the radio play. They went national with one of our mixes on Planet Rock Radio. So coming out of here, you know, if you check our Instagram out, our social media, you'll see lots of photos and you'll kind of recognize all the different rooms. But if you haven't seen the video of what this is, what the layout is like, now it kind of puts a name to a face sort of thing. Gives you a real idea of what you've been looking at. So right here we've got our shrine to Zakk Wylde. He's one of my favorite guitar players of all time. And right before lockdown, we were lucky to see him. I mean, like right before lockdown, it was the last gig that we saw. And this is the guitar he played on stage at the garage in London. It still has his grip tape on there. And he was kind enough to, where is it? Give us a little dedication over here to me. Thanks a lot for that, Zakk. That's one of his little Marshall micro stacks. I'll give you a little peek. This used to be a racks room. So if you looked at the first video 2 years ago, you would have seen big racks full of rack-mounted gear, communications gear. We've cleared it all out. Now there's solid flooring in here, and it's used as a little storage room. We're always lacking for storage in this facility. So yeah, there you have it. Get some of this stuff cleared out. It's on the spring cleaning list. So now we'll go over to the mic room, the vocal booth, and cab room. I love all these little radio lights. Again, you can see through everything. That's the control room in there. A little sneak peek. You'll see that here in a second. And in here, we've got some of the premium custom shop acoustic guitars that we use. Some of the preferred cabs. This one gets used a lot, the Marshall hand-wired. This is a vintage orange cab. That gets used a whole lot. And we love our Ampeg and orange fridges. They get used constantly. Cool. So in here, we usually have a mic stand propped up. One of our either Neumann mics or our Chandler Red Abbey Road mic. Artists can look through here and see the producer and the engineer sitting at the SSL Duality. Back in the day, this was, when we first moved in, there's a big desk in here. There's almost no space to move around. And it was just like its own radio station. Pretty cool. So we walk through again. Coming back. Oh, this is, man, what? Shepherd Ferry. This is a Shepherd Ferry signed print I got that he did for, I think he did it for a Metallica concert or limited Metallica run. And that's a song off of their Master of Puppets album. It's really cool, and I had to have that little eBay find. These are some of the records we've done here over the years. So Midday, while we were here, he went huge on The Voice, and he was on Sir Tom Jones's team. Made it all the way to the semifinals. I think he was like 4th place. Did really well. Lots of Friends bands. Youth Illusion, they're crushing it right now. They're going on tour. Their frontman, Zach, is from Texas, but he drives an ambulance in London. I always think of him responding to a call, saving someone's life in the middle of London, and they hear this crazy Texas accent. He's from Waco. It's got to be surreal for some people. But their whole band's international. Their guitarist is from Italy. Their bass player's from South Africa. The drummer's from the UK. So, I mean, they just went through Brexit. Then they had to go through coronavirus. But they are smashing it right now. This is our mic locker. This is some of the mics that we've got. We've got, like, you'll see a lot of Neumanns, BBC Coles, Royers, more Neumanns. This is one of my faves. This beast right over here. That's the Chandler Red Abbey Road mic. That thing literally glows red. Oh, our Neumann U67 reissue. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. And this is where the magic happens. This is our control room. This is where you'll see a lot of our artists. We do a lot of interviews in here. We interviewed Andy Sneap. We had X Factor winner Matt Terry in here. We've been working with Charlotte Auberry, just wrapping up her record. We're really excited. So a lot of fun stuff. Usually whatever guitars we're working on are hiding out on this rack. Got the funky, super cool Marshall fridge. All right, a couple beers in there. All right. This is a Stevie Wonder World Tour from 1981 jacket. This was our engineer James's father's tour jacket when he was Stevie Wonder's chef, of all things. How cool is that? The spaceship. Do not ask me what all of these buttons do, but a little life hack, little hint. All you need to do is know one channel, one strip of what these buttons are, and it's just that times 48. So it's not too Star Trek-y. Got our Barefoot monitors, our Atomic monitors, custom made, again from Michigan. Love these. These get a lot of use. One of the reasons I bought them is because the company really believe in supporting small businesses. They make the Atomic's power supplies for the old legacy SSL desks, and their founder passed, and his wife, carried the torch and went on to create these awesome monitors that he developed and designed, and you know what? We absolutely love them. They were used for, I think, Lana Del Rey's Ultraviolence record, and in fact, we've got one of Lana Del Rey's backline amps that went all around the world with her. This is a Marshall Yngwie Malmsteen amp that her guitarist used, and that she used, I think, in Moscow, in Russia, when she played there. Never-ending supply of Marshall amps. Joel, if you're watching this, over at Marshall headquarters, not too far from here. Thanks a lot, man. You always hook us up. And then this is where it gets really fun for all the geeks and engineer nerds and the outboard dudes, where we've got like the Shadow Hills mastering compressor. This is one of the first 4 ever made, and was actually serviced by the founder of the company. And he said when he got it, he's like, wow, this could be the first one, and if it's not the first one, it's one of the first 4, because it has the old Weston VUs and real Bakelite housings. Coming down our mastering chain here, we got the Manley Massive Passive and the Chandler Curve Bender, essentially the best of the best of the best when it comes to mastering compressors, mastering EQs. DW Fern VT7, that's on everything. We've got the Manley, I can never pronounce this right, Langevin, I think that's like the solid state Pultec. And then coming over here, Avalons, Chandler, Neve, BAE, the retro, more manly stereo Pultec. Focusrite, this gets used on the mix bus, this gets used on everything. And I just got a message from my mom. She sent me her Wordle score today. You guys playing Wordle? It's huge in the States right now. A lot of gear with a lot of history behind it. Like, for instance, this compressor, this Summit audio compressor, this came from Senator Jimmy D. And he's done everything from Beyonce to like Jay-Z. I mean, his credits, you can look them up. And, you know, his nickname's the Senator. That's been used on some of the biggest hits, biggest platinum hits in the world. The DW Fern, that came from the Darkness. What else do we have? One of these Avalon units, these came from the Invisible Men group, were used on Jesse J's vocals, Lil Peep, Iggy Azalea. The list goes on and on and on. So the records that have been recorded through some of this gear are absolutely tremendous. We have to give a big shout out to Dan Hawkins from the Darkness, because a lot of the gear was used on all their records and came from his studio, like this LA2A, these Stam audio compressors, the Mohawk. I think the Fatso Jr. came from him. What else did we have? Oh man, I think two of these distressors came from a band called Friendly Fires. These channel strips, this came from Trident Studios in London. Ultra famous. I mean, Queen and David Bowie and Elton John, you name it, went through these channel strips. And then over here, this is a lot of our mic pre's. So we've got API everywhere. We've got Empirical Labs, Neve. We've got it all. And then the Rolls Royce of reverb, the Bricastes. Got two of them. All right, so make sure we take care of you on the old tone and sound. And now you get a feel for what it's like coming in here and being one of the artists that record at Essex Recording Studios, guys. And when I created this business 5 years ago, you know, why did I call it Essex Recording Studios? One, it was based in Essex. Two, I thought it was a name that people could spell easily. It would resonate with them. And three, I wanted people to be able to find it. You know, Essex is one of the big counties, big regions with huge musical provenance here in the UK. I mean, the bands that come from this area and have played and performed in this area, you would be floored if you looked at the list, the full list. And over the years, things have kind of waned in this part of the country. And when I moved here, I was surprised. I was like, man, where's all the rock bars? Where's all the music clubs? What's going on here? And, you know, we wanted to bring back the legacy that this county and this region of England has. And that's what we named it. Also wanted to get first place in the Google search results for people when they look for studios. So it's all worked out. As you can see, man, the journey has been insane. 5 years ago, this started in a studio off the A12. It's like a highway in Essex, off the A12, in a little studio that was derelict, kind of like how this place was when we moved in. And we cleaned it all up. We asked for a lease, and they said, you know what, guys? Yeah, we'll give you the lease tonight. We'll give you the lease tomorrow. This weekend. Nope, you have it in an hour. That nonsense went on for like 2 months. And I said, I can't put all of this expensive gear in here in a place that I don't have any like technical legal rights to, guys. You know, we want to put big money in here and we want it to be safe and secure. And the owner's son lived like right opposite it and would just like help himself and walk in. And after a couple months, they said, you know what? You cleaned this place up so nice. You've made it so lovely. We think we're just going to use it now. And that was that. So like overnight, we moved into my house. And I had a big farmhouse on the A12 on the other side of the A12, not too far away. And we made that work for a few months. And then we got a big farmhouse mansion built in 1896, surrounded by 600 acres of farm field in Hatfield, Peveril. What a funny name. If you're from America, you're like, what is a Peveril? I still don't know what a Peveril is, or a Hatfield for that matter. But yes, we moved there. Big town is Chelmsford. Still part of Essex. And we were there for 3 years. And that's where we worked on Piston's record. And a lot of other singles and emerging artists and EPs. And that was done. And then this place, Chris, who you met in the other room, who used to work here, he told us about how this place has just been derelict for a few years. Nobody was using it. It's been turned into an office building. They can't convert this into offices because the walls are like concrete, and the demo alone to convert this into offices is like $100,000. And he told us about it, and we met with the building owner, and we signed a nice long lease, and we took it. You know, we made the big jump, and it was 1 month before lockdown. How crazy is that? February 2020, guys. And you'll see that video on our YouTube channel of us, you know, me walking through, showing you this whole place, pretty much totally gutted, totally empty, not really any stuff in it. And what you're seeing today, look at that video, look at this video. This is just called 2 years of hard work. Not letting the virus get us down. And just, I mean, 7 days a week. I've not left the country in 2 years. I love to travel. I mean, I followed Metallica on tour all over Europe with Ghost. That was awesome before lockdown. I have not left this country in 2 years, guys. I really miss traveling. I'm ready to go. I'll probably book a flight right after I finish making this video. But yeah, this is what working 7 days a week around the clock for 2 years, going from nothing in here to what you've seen in this video, largest guitar collection in the country, all of like the most amazing outboard rack gear in the country, phenomenal mic collection, massive amplifier collection, and tremendous stories here. That's where we're at. Half a decade of work, guys. And you know, as you get older, you realize more and more life is short. Half a decade is a lot of time to commit to something. And I love it. And I can't wait to do another 5 years. And I can't wait to show you what this place or the next place, you know, maybe we'll franchise. We'll have Essex recording studios everywhere, like McDonald's. But I can't wait to show you what happens in the next phase of the journey. And thank you, everyone watching this. 10,000 subscribers, 3.36 million views on YouTube alone. Just this one channel. We got like 10 million, 10.1 million on the other channel. Guys, this has been tremendous. And just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Hope you've had a cool time hanging out, looking at all this weird, interesting, cool stuff. And stay tuned because it's only getting better. We've got a lot of amazing artists coming in, lots of talent. Of course, I'm going to keep showing you the awesome musical instruments, the best ones we get from all over the world. And it only gets better from here, guys. Follow us on all our social media at Essex Recording Studios. There's the spelling. Instagram, Twitter. We're doing Twitch this year. We're going live streaming. You're going to see my smiling face quite a lot this year. And other than that, say hi. Shoot me a message. Leave a comment. I'm always available. I respond to everything. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy.